that she was going into his club. Like, hey, that's the logo I created.
Right?
Like, she didn't have a moment of like, oh, wait, what's this jazz club called Seb's? You know what I mean? Like, there was no sign saying what it was. Like, she just randomly walked in and was like, oh my God, it's you.
The one thing I will give it. Oh, wait, I want to revisit this too. Also, if you own a jazz club and they're used to hearing and you're in the middle of doing like a high pitched jazz, and then all of a sudden you see your ex girlfriend and you don't do this like very melancholic, sad song, like I don't want to stay in your jazz club for that. Like, I don't know what personal issue you're working out at the moment, but like, this is a business. So
she should have just been like, what club is this? Like, why wasn't he like, what jazz club did we walk into? Or why wasn't he like, do you know this man that you've been staring at intently and that stared at you sort of intently? Do you two know each other? He didn't have any questions.
Yeah. Also, but I will say this. The one thing I do like is that at the end when she saw him, she replayed what her life would have been like if they had stayed together. Because I can't speak for you. But I think I can speak for all straight women. I can speak for all of them. When I say I think we've all revisited an ex and thought about what our lives would be like if we had stayed with them.
I mean, I guess, I don't know.
Right, I can't speak for you, but I'm speaking for all straight women.
Okay.
As the voice of
I mean, I could buy it. I mean,
yeah.
Everyone's entitled to how they feel in a sense, but
I kind of liked that part. Like, I kind of liked the fact that, like, we ran through what her life would have been like had she stayed with him.
Yeah.
And it looks great. They're both very successful. They have a kid.
Yeah. He had his jazz club.
She was a successful actor.
She's a successful actress, yeah.
They're going on their date night to a jazz club.
Right. Well, they weren't going to a jazz club. They just randomly stopped out of the blue, and it happened to, like, it's just too many, like, random what-ifs for me, but...
I think if I'm going to sum up this, what 3 words would first come to your head if you had to sum up this film?
First word is boring.
Okay. That's okay.
No, well, it's 2 words, but no identity. Like, it's identity.
I agree. Identity.
And then, it's not memorable. Like, to me, it wasn't memorable. And I know someone else in the office is like, oh my God, this is an amazing movie. I love this, the cinematography, this or that. And I was like,
I think that person is not an expert on cinema like we are.
Clearly not. They lack in taste. And no, I mean, and I think it's just what resonates with you. I mean, some people look at and watch a film and they can be like, the story wasn't, I'm more of a story person. I want to know what's going on. I want the story. Like, I don't look at something and go, I can look at it and see it and be like, oh my God, this movie, the cinematography, the way that it was filmed, the perspectives and all that. But I didn't see that to me at all.
Found overall it was just lackluster.
What 3 words are you going to use?
Lackluster. Flat. It felt flat to me. And I'm really, really stuck on... I like your lack of identity thing, because that's a big thing. I don't know what the word for that. Right. But I'm really also just stuck on, like, chemistry-less. Like, I didn't feel... that they really had a spark. I just kind of was like,
Yeah. And like he went all out of his way so that he could bring her, let her know about that audition
also,
that she had.
how far of a drive is that?
Well, it's from here to like Vegas area, right?
Because he picked her up at 8 a.m. for a 5:30 audition.
Right. So
I guess that's
that would work. Yeah. I mean, she'd be there barely on time.
Yeah. I kind of felt that was far-fetched too.
I mean, maybe he drove really fast back whatever period of time it was.
In that gas guzzler, they had to stop like 7 times to get more gas.
Right. And did she ride with the top down the whole way? Because her hair would have been a whole hot mess for this.
And what did she do with her Prius? She just left it at her parents forever?
Oh, right, yeah. There's a lot of unknowns. But also, I just thought he went so out of his way to get her for that. And she was just kind of like, I got your coffee.
Agreed. Question for you, too. Yeah. She got him coffee, and that was nice. When she's on the Warner Brothers lot and she goes into the coffee shop that she used to work at, she gets 2 coffees.
Yeah.
Why don't we ever find out who the other one's for?
Yeah. Cause
why didn't she just get 1?
She didn't give it to the guy that was driving the golf cart.
I thought she was going to,
Right.
but she didn't.
No. Who did she get it for? Did she need to? Maybe she's a coffee fiend. Maybe she has a coffee addiction.
I don't know, but actually that bothered me because I was like, you made a point of her ordering 2 coffees. Like that's a decision you made in that script. But for what?
Yeah. 2 coffees. And then they were like, oh, no, this is on us. She's like, no, let me pay. But she didn't really pay. She just gave a tip.
Which, and I get like that was like goes to the beginning when she saw an actress, whatever. But that actress only got 1 coffee in the beginning.
Right. Yeah.
Who was she getting the coffee for?
Maybe it was the metaphor. You thought she was getting it for him, but she really wasn't getting it for him, right? She was getting
Drinking
it for
herself? Pouring out in the street?
Or she was getting it for her husband, who wasn't at the
He was not
lot,
there. By then, that ice has melted.
Emma, who was the coffee for?
Who was the coffee for? I mean, maybe there was part of the movie that was cut that landed on the editing room floor.
Maybe it was like she got back to her thing and she gave the coffee, and everyone was like, "This is boring. This makes our movie boring.
This is what
Cut it
ruins
out
the movie."
because this is bringing us all down."
Okay, so overall, we give it a thumbs down. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. Siskel and Ebert, you have nothing on us. Thumbs down.
Do you hear they're also both dead?
Are they both?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. I just found that today.
sad. I feel like we should have known that.
Whatever. Neither here nor there.
Right.
But Jim and Andrea,
Yeah.
the Well We Are Working podcast. And if I can figure out a way to put a link in this for you guys to vote on if you give La La Land a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Wait. Different way. Don't give this a thumbs down. Give it a thumbs up. Because we
Oh,
need
no,
the
give
thumbs
the
up. We
podcast.
need the podcast the thumbs up. Don't give us a thumbs down.
But
if
I'm
you didn't like
curious
La La
if
Land.
you would give La La Land a thumbs up or a thumbs
Right.
down.
Yeah.
And just before we sign off, I just would like Jim to pronounce this movie's name one more time.
La La Land.
Goodbye.
Bye.